Hi everybody, this is Gwen Lafleur and I am so excited to be the designer for the December 2016 Stencil Club collection. This month's collection is called Heraldry and I think you can see why. You can kind of see with the black on there, you can see some of them and that might help with the others. But the inspiration behind these stencils actually came from my mother, and we had been having a conversation about some other things that I had been working on, and she said, you know what I really want? I really want to have some kind of a family crest. And she was talking about a rubber stamp that she could stamp on the back of her mail or something like that, which I think would be really cool. But as soon as she said that, it made me start to think, well, what about stencils? I've never seen anybody do a design your own family crest kind of stencil thing. And so that was really what started these designs. So I went through and I did a whole bunch of research on heraldry and the different devices that they use and the different backgrounds. And so I picked a few of my favorite things to put together into this collection, the things that I really loved and thought that I would use and that hopefully you guys would use as well. So we've got the shield, and then there's the mantling, and the mantling I'll show you with black again. There are two different mantling types here, and these can also be flourishes, they can be borders, they can be corners in an art journal. You've got some rosettes, and you've got your banner, and then there is some bunting here that can go along the top. You've got the parting of the fields here that you may or may not want to use, and you've got this background motif. And then I picked some of the different designs that I thought would be great for either to go on the top of your shield or inside of it, or just to be used on their own. I think that there's some fun things that you can do with these. So we've got our helmet from a suit of armor, a fleur-de-lis, which obviously you could use for tons of things, a crown, and a Maltese cross. And then finally, this little guy has the rampant lion, and then an eagle, and just a couple other little motifs that I put in there because I couldn't stand to let that space go to waste. So I had to add a little extra. So I'm going to show you a few of the things that I have done with these so that you can kind of get an idea of what to do with them and what's coming. So first of all, the obvious thing is you can design your own coat of arms, family crest, whatever you want to call it. So you can take your shield and your mantling and your different devices, put whatever you want on the top. I've got a banner here that I may decide I want to add on there. It could go there, it could go there, I'm not sure. I don't know. But that's really kind of the obvious thing that you can do with this set. And I really love this. I like the idea of it. I think that this would be wonderful as like the introductory page to an art journal or the cover of a book, or even if you really wanted to create a family crest, I could see some school projects that could be a lot of fun with this. So that's really one way that you can do it. Another way is I had just this background page. I've got a journal that I've made, and I've just cleaned paints and things off inside of it. And so I took the mantling, and I took, let me get this black out again, because I used gold ink, and so it doesn't really show up on here. But I took these and just put them here, and you can see, I'm not sure how well you can see, but they are corners. And then I've filled them in with a light glaze and outlined them with gold, so they don't really stand out too much, but they've really added to the layers of the background that I'm building in this book. So that's something else that you could do. You could also take them and put them back to back and create a border across the page. You could do the same thing, you know, you could put these, you could use these individually. The other thing is that I designed these so that all of the elements would fit inside of the different areas on the shield. So you don't have to use that. You could mask that off. You could put your eagle or your dragon, whichever one you want it to be. The crown or the cross. Most likely the crown would go on top, but you could put it in there. But the cross or the fleur-de-lis, all of these are meant to fit inside any of the openings inside of the shield. And then this can also become a patterned background, and you can see, I don't know if you can see it really well, but this design here actually comes across the top. And you could use that as a repeating border someplace else on the page, anything that you want to do with it. So I said that you can use that as a background motif. So I have an art journal page that I've done. And this kind of shows you again how you can use these elements to make something that is not a family crest or a shield. You can go ahead and turn this into a journaling area, or here I've put a quote. You could take the shape and use part of it. You can take all of the elements and use them with a completely different shape or just on their own. This would be really cool just as a border or something that's going on a page. And then you can see how I've taken this and used it in the background. And then the same thing here, I've used this little cross device on the border in the background. And I've put together a separate video just shows start to finish how I made this art journal page, and I'm going to go ahead and put that out so you'll be able to see that as well. And that is separate from the regular club video that's exclusive to club members. I hope that you love this month's stencils as much as I do, and I'm really, really excited to see what you do with them, whether you're making a family crest or if you go way outside of the box, and I really hope you do actually. So enjoy this month's stencils, and we'll see you online.